Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woohoo! Today I will be streaming RBMK versus Immor and RBMK versus Legion. So I'm really looking forward to both. Just waiting for the room invite to come before I show you my garage and everything. But little housekeeping out of the way. Basically there is a 3-minute delay on this stream. That is to avoid any stream sniping, and there are no rewards for watching the stream aside from the epic gameplay that you get to see. Now, this is the current scoreboard that we have for the EU server. Of course, you need to add these points to it. So, basically, Appa has 10 points, Aqua has 9 points, Belove has 6 points, Rejects has 6 points, Raid has 4 points, RBMK has 4 points, Immor has 3 points, and Legion has 2 points in total. So, that's the current standing that we've got right now, making it fairly secure. Actually no, there's going to be a lot of fighting between Rejects and RBMK, and I don't think they have to meet each other again. No, the last one RBMK is up against is Raid. So basically, let's have a look who is Rejects against, because they can still make it to the top, but they might have a tough job ahead of them. They're up against Aqua first tonight. Oof, that's a tough one. And after that they've got Immor, and after that they've got Legion. So yeah, after tonight there will be only one round left, making it, after tonight we might just know the top 4. Maybe not, maybe we will have to see, because there can only be 1 point between them and the next, well, and top 4 basically. So yeah, also just saw some discussion in the chat about the T30 and the E4 before. I found it kind of funny because I absolutely loved the T30. It was so T34 like tier 8 American heavy like, and I absolutely loved playing it. It just had a bigger gun and you had to mind your head a little bit more because it could get penned. And then I got the E4 and I was so sorely disappointed. At the time it really wasn't all that strong or that much fun to drive. So I was like really disappointed in getting that. Kind of the opposite of what happened when I went down the E3 line before the E4 line. I skipped the T95 entirely because I hated it so much. But I loved the E3. So yeah, RBMK already completely ready. Basically, they have to win every single game. As in every single matchup, get all the points if they want to have a chance at top 4. And of course, there's like slight things possible and everything, but I'm not going to get into that just yet. Because it only makes sense to look at tiebreakers when there's actually a tie to break. So let's see. RBMK now ready with just over 2 minutes left to go. Going full street wagons here. So that kind of always makes me feel like we're gonna have a Wolfpack game. And they're just gonna rush somewhere and try and make it work together. Whereas Immor is going for a slightly different setup. We see 2 TVPs there, 2 777s, 2 Thieves, and potentially an MX-54, which is a more rounded meta lineup, so to speak. But of course, the Street Wagon being this strong is saying a lot about the Street Wagon being chosen this much. Because the thing is that it's really not OP, but it's like all the characteristics together just make it work for tours. And that's why you see so many in the tour teams. And then people are going like, oh, it's OP. No, it is really not. Like, if you meet one in battle, it's really not that hard to deal with. The thing is that these are all very OP players. So when they drive a tank, it's automatically a lot stronger than it would be in the hands of a random player. And then they know where to go and what to do with it and all of that. And it's just... They make things work like magic, basically. Speaking of which, I also have some very special replays to show you in between the matchups, and of course that is not what this stream is about, but I am still very glad to have them. And slight side note as well, today it is N90's birthday, so please stop by his stream, wish him happy birthday, and of course drop him a sub because he's amazing. He's a great guy, also lots of love for the tour scene, very strong player. So I got some replays from him as well. But yeah, it is his birthday, so make sure to wish him a happy one. And here we go. Countdown clock has begun. And let's have a look. Into the first game we go. Desert Sand's really not my favorite. Look at all those street markers though. You kind of like, if you're Immor, you kind of have to think, oh crap. And I have to decide what they're going to do with that. And if they're going to stick together as a team. Or play tactically. Because you don't know for sure what RBMK is going to do. And they do seem to be sticking together. TVPs crossing over. Memcola losing a lot of HP. Actually getting tracked there as well. Losing more, getting tracked. Losing more, almost dead. And we have Marcinek being very forwards here, but he might take out a tank there. And he does. We have Immor responding. Going after Virulentus. An unpronounceable nickname. The team captain, let's just call him that. Marcinek and Flame both go down. There goes Virulentus. Long name, ASD. Now being set upon, as is Postravleni. They are fighting Timo here. Who is the preferred target. Postravleni the easiest target to hit, so that's the one that they're going for. Gatsto takes out Timo. And Wild manages to survive a split second longer, but not that long. He wants to get the kill on Gatsto. He might still get that. And he does. 4v2. They're both here, Brain and ASD. And Brain is actually looking the other way. Does still take hit just before ASD kills him. Brain gets murdered. And now we have ASD, the last one alive, versus 3 very healthy tanks. It is for sure Immor's game. And there he goes, takes his head off. And Immor takes home this battle. Let's have a look. This was a very aggressive game. But it didn't quite work out how RBMK would have liked it to. But it will definitely put Immor on their toes. Because full street wagons can play tactically, they can also wolf back and everything. And they wanted to go into the desert probably to get those TVPs out of the way. But the thing is that the TVPs and the rest of Immor probably sensed that that would kind of be what happened. Because they're not sure who would spawn in the desert and how many would spawn in the desert. So now, we potentially, well, we know they're taking less street wagons now. We see Virulentus in the 121B. Whereas Immor is taking an LT, a 121B, 2 Steves, a 777, an IS-7, and potentially a TVP if Venu decides to ready up in that. And let's have a look. He does ready up in that. Half a minute left to go before we go into the second game of this matchup. Anything can still happen, obviously. Nowhere near match point yet for anyone. Nearing the countdown clock as well. See, this is always, it feels so much like filling empty space. And at the same time, I'm also not comfortable not talking at all. And let's have a look. The thing is, this threat under the bridge can work for a lot. If those TVPs had still been in the desert, it might have been an entirely different story. And that is what makes this very interesting. Virulentus Going into the desert, we have all the street wagons going there as well. Not getting spotted. We do see some shots happening from ASD there. Now they're getting spotted. But no one's taking any damage. Kuga's lost quite a bit of HP there though. And pretty much everyone aside from ASD is now in the desert. And part of them have been spotted. Kuga's going back. Ramio takes a bit of a hit. Kuga not quite crossing over. Has to be careful though. Ramio taking another hit. And another one. He's in a bit of a precarious position. Postalveni now capping. And I think they're waiting for exactly for this to happen. First shots have been taken. Gutsto now taking hits. Kuga losing more HP. And this is a bit of a tricky thing. I'm not entirely certain. It seems all kind of uncoordinated. Gutsto losing the most HP very quickly, but Ramio and Timo are really not looking all too healthy. Memcola taking hits. Timo is the first one gone. Venu driving around. They want to take out Gutsto, but they're not quite shooting the same target here. Ramio goes down as well. Marcinek facing off against 3. Does finally takes Gutsto out, but there he goes himself, and that's a 2-gun advantage still for RBMK. And Vasset is just brutally being murdered here. Cat 20 goes down as well. There goes Fedulentus and Vasset. Venu is set on fire. Goes down to the fire, and now it's Kuga, last one alive, versus 5. And it is, with her head being taken off and forming another head on top of flame. The game is for RBMK, and I think it's mostly because they were very hesitant. Immol bled quite a bit early on. Come on, continue there. There we go. Game is always a bit slow loading up. RBMK had their push much more coordinated here. Pushing straight into, basically kept keeping their tanks alive, making it harder for Immol to hit them. And Immol in turn just seemed a bit lost. And now, as we move on to Naval Frontier, we see RBMK taking less street wagons every battle. Now they only have 5, and we see 2 Object 777s. Whereas Immol is not taking, 2 Leos. 3 street wagons and 2 T-57 heavies. That's an interesting lineup. And then can go every which way. See, this is the thing though, when you get matchups like this, and the games go this decidingly one way and then the other, that does make for an interesting matchup. I think you were getting food, right, I guess, Agassi? I had takeaway tonight as well, but I had it delivered at home. Kept me from going out in the rain. And here we go. 3rd game of the evening. We've had nearly more waiting time than we've had playtime so far. Nearly. 5 minutes playtime, 4 minutes waiting time. GG. That's a bit extreme though. We're really curious to see how the Leos will perform, considering they are such juicy tanks, but they have that lovely laser accuracy and the mobility and everything. RBMK sending their street wagons in a sort of wolf pack. Ooh, Immol going down the middle. Cat 20 already losing HP there. I'm not sure what they were hoping for. But this could be very tricky. They're going up there. They want to take a Virulentus, but Virulentus is not alone. And you have the 777s arriving at the back. They didn't... This is the thing. They're a bit indecisive. They're now also getting in each other's way, which is not helping. Ramio actually dies because of that. Virulentus, very low on HP, but Cap 20 goes down as well. And Timo lost a lot of HP as well. This is... Again, Imo not being decisive enough. They didn't push up enough here. Timo goes down. Kuga taking quite a big hit. And now we have Base B being capped. Marcinek might get this whole clip in and might take him out there. No, that's a low roll. He has got 63 HP left. And now we have... The T-57 heavies are empty, and that's an issue. Because he's not going to survive long enough to reload. Even though Marcinek will. But ASD is very full health. Especially if that shot does not pen. He gets tracked in turn. Venu goes down. And he cannot focus on the lower HP targets. He does get that shot in, but 13 HP. Gusto survives. Marcinek is about to go down. There he goes. Kuga goes down as well. And now it's just Vested. And I think, again, this is not so much RBMK winning the round as it is Imo losing it. Because the hesitancy that we see at a few points from Imo is crucial. And there's no way he can win this. Not with 23 HP, definitely not. But there's just too much HP against Vested here. But this is the second game where I think that if Imo was more decisive, yes, it would have been a big risk, but at the same time, this allowed RBMK to just pincer them, and they lost tanks way too quickly and didn't take out enough tanks in turn. So very well played by RBMK, because this is also the thing. I'm always talking about winning and losing and all of that, because the thing is that if you make mistakes, the other team will punish you unmercifully before them. And that's exactly what RBMK is doing here. They're responding properly to any mistakes that Imo makes. And that makes them lose. But at the same time, this is hard to explain. First off, both these teams are pro. They're both amazing. We've seen them do absolutely amazing things. But the indecisiveness at some points from Imo eventually cost them very dearly, because RBMK is making full use of that. So now for the second game on Naval Frontier, we see RBMK taking 5 Street Wagons, a VK90 and a 777. No more, less Street Wagons, same Street Wagons. Plenty of them. And on Imo's side we see 2 TVPs, 3 Street Wagons and 2 777s. And also, this is also something I repeat fairly often, is that it's easy for me to criticize, because I see both sides of the battlefield and everything, and I see where it goes wrong, and it's sort of like easy to speak for me in hindsight and all of that. I'm not in any way, anywhere, ever saying that I could do better than them, because I know that I can't. But I can point out what is happening, what could have happened, and where I feel things did not go as they should. RBMK splitting off a little bit. So does Imo. The 777's being very forwards again. Already been spotted. Big hit into flame. Going for B. And going for A. Venu holding. Not overextending. And they do get both bases. Postravleni takes a hit. He is alone there. Though they don't know it yet. Flame now arriving there as well. Ramio crossing over might just take a big hit if Flame were to drive forwards, but he's not been spotted. And therefore remains safe. Imor having 2 bases now. Oof, Ramio just found some opponents. And we have the Streetwagen. See, this is the thing. When they're content to just wait, you always have to be very, very careful. Because they already know that ASD is coming. Kuga is there to support. Shots are being fired. Clips are being emptied. And now we have Cat there as well. Virulentus has lost quite a bit of HP. Venu losing more HP on the other side. They are trying to push back and Venu is taking the brunt of it all. Flame is taking the hits. Venu is still alive, if barely. We have the TVPs rushing in to help. Marcinek is almost gone. Marcinek goes down, but there goes Flame. And for some reason Venu is still alive. He just got rammed to death here. Mamcola is almost gone. Cat 20 is going to go for him. Ramio goes down. Imor has a gun disadvantage now. Gutsto taking a big hit there. Base B is being stolen, but they still have a healthy point advantage here. Facet now reloaded. Kuga moving to the back. Base B has been stolen. Base A is getting taken as well. And this is going to make it very hard for Imor to get that advantage back. They need the bases. That's the thing. Big hit into Brain. They need the gun advantage. Timo is looking on that side. Has been spotted though. Has to be very careful. Oh, it does take the kill. Gutsto also goes down. C has been stolen back. Postrovleni now being set upon. Timo goes down. Postrovleni losing his life here. Base B is being set upon. Is being capped. Kuga goes down. Cat 20 gets decapped. They're at 865 points. All they need to do is just keep alive and get that base. Facet now has spotted ASD, is going after him, is about to have a full clip. Should be able to get this kill and secure victory here. And now 970 points. Cat 20 does lose a little bit of HP, but we have 1k points and the game is for Imor. Well played here. See, when they move with more confidence, you don't see that hesitancy of yes, no kind of thing. And I'm not sure where that comes from, but this game just looks so much more smoother for Imor. And it was still a little bit hesitant there, here and there. But it worked out for them here. They made it work. And with a score of 2-2, we now enter Faust, our third map for this matchup. And we see RBMK taking a lot less Streetwagens. Maybe only 3 of them. Whereas Imor is taking more of them. Actually, no, also only 3. RBMK now ready with 3 Streetwagens, the least we've seen so far. 2 777s and 2 AMX 54s. Whereas Imor is taking an LT, 3 Streetwagens, 2 777s and an IS-7. Like when the little icon thingies, when they all have the same color like that. I would love to see that in like camos. And understand why that's not the case. But at some point I go kind of like tank icon blind. So I kind of lose track of which mini tank is which tank. So I actually have to look at the names. And that's also where my messing up with lineups comes from. Just basically noobing out. Let's see. I like it when it goes up evenly like this. The games are so quick though. We've had 4 completed games, which is like, let's see, 6 minutes waiting time in between the games. So that's 4 games in 14 minutes. That is very, very quick. And let's see. Gorgeous boss mode camo there. And we have RBMK focusing on the D and middle. Going to see if we can lawnmower our way with Brain here. He is positioning his tank just right so that he can't get spotted and shot. And we see Vezit on the other side doing exactly the same thing. And as we lawnmower on, it jumps us on top of the building because why not? First shot has been taken. Cap 20 losing a little bit of HP. Ramio staying a bit more hidden in the bush. Postavleni also losing a bit of HP as he goes into base B, and immediately we see Kugan react. And she seems not sure where she's going. She's not going into A. Of course, A is not completely unprotected, but B has been kept by them now. And Kugas is looking to see if anyone is coming towards A. But she's not spotting anyone. And they can't afford to get too much behind on points. So now base A is being kept. Postavleni is still contently waiting in the base. And we have Gutsto now moving towards A, wanting to decap it. He does not decap it, which gives Kuga the much needed few seconds that she needs to get it. Now both teams have two bases. Kuga still spotted, has to be careful, because she is only a little light. Now we have Immo pushing on the other side. Facet going for the base cap. So far getting away with it. Stealing the base right from under them. Losing a lot of battle moments here though. Venu in trouble. Facing off against two. Kuga is behind. But Kuga's primary job will be to stay alive. Venu is getting help, but is going to be gone on the next reload from Postravleni unless something magical happens, and it does not. Now we have Timo not looking too healthy, goes down. Brain being focused on. Marcinek losing a lot of HP very, very quickly. Does do nice bounce there though. Ramio not looking too healthy. There goes Virulentus as well. And Ramio. Marcinek. Facet might get the kill here, but Marcinek goes down as well. 3v4. Kuga has to stay alive, has to just keep running. They have 3 bases. That's all they need to be focused on right now. Base D is being kept. And we have Cat 20 holding down below. Facet. Postavleni goes down. Facet being shot in the back. Kuga now arriving. Dealing with ASD. Securing victory if she gets this kill and manages to get out of there. Ooh. They have to be so careful. Because now Memkola is there. Gutsto goes down. 952. Kuga trying to stay alive. Memkola very healthy, but we are at 976 points. Nice tracking shot. Well done. And with that split second tracking thing, Immo has the game. Kuga, lady of the match, does still die at the end. But epically done. Absolutely love Faust. It's hard to spectate on because basically whenever you fly into a wall, it jumps you on top of it and everything. But what a game. Well done. And now for the second game on Faust, Immor is up for potential match point. If they win this game, then they get the point. A much needed point if they want to have any chance at all for top 4. And let's see. RBMK going now for only 2 street wagons, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, I am memeing that a little bit because they started with full street wagons and it was funny. But yeah, taking 3 AMX 54s, 2 Steves, and 777 and an LT. And on the other side, Immor still readying their tanks. And there we go, we see Kuga staying in the LT. 3 Steves, 2 777s, and an IS-7. Also saying that in the chat they're talking about mines. Actually, I kind of love and hate mines. I love it in the low tiers because it's so random. But in the higher tiers, people just keep doing the same things in the same tanks, same positions, everything. And it makes it one of the most boring maps to play. So I'm not that big a fan of mines, if I'm honest. But let's see. Honestly, so far these games have been absolutely lovely. Very quick and very brutal, either which way, but lovely. Let's see. Can Immor take this home? Also like the fact that they basically... Ooh, Chinese garden camouflage, one of my favorite camouflages in the game. Virulentus going for the spotting bush. Timo does get spotted, but probably not by Virulentus there. Shots are fired. Base C being kept a little bit faster. But it's only a split second. Marcinek has been spotted. And we have this AMX 54 Postrovleni there. Landing a nice shot. Well, actually, they shot Timo. I'm not sure if they were shooting for Marcinek or Timo, but it landed in Timo. Base A being kept. And reset by Kuga. Both of them have been spotted. Venu. Ooh, Venu might be in trouble. Now spotting one another. Big hit into Virulentus. Base A being decapped again. Immor pushing at base C. And they're not taking care. They're not making use of the gun advantage they have at base A. Facet's stolen the base right from under them. Venu losing HP now. Very quickly. But Immor is there providing cover fire. Just going to go back to that bit there. Venu chasing Virulentus. Steadily being farmed and tracked. Can't really do anything where he's at. Does want to get that shot in. Does get that shot in, but then goes down. Base A now also being stolen. Kuga making use of that. Postrovleni steadily losing more and more HP. Getting tracked there is not helping his case. Marcinek not looking too healthy. And Cat 20 takes him out. 3 bases, equal guns. About 1.5k HP advantage for RBMK here. Facet being very cheeky here. Has no backup right now. They don't quite know that. But yet, basically, that is a very dangerous position to take here. Look at that brain. Now we have Cat 20 arriving. Bouncing that. But blocking brain from retreating further. And now, Cat 20 losing a lot of HP very quickly. Has to get this kill. Kuga goes down. Base A is being stolen. Shot at the back. Gatsto needs Facet to push through. Is about to lose his life if Gatsto reloads in time. And that misses by a... Oof. Timo goes down. Ramio goes down. Imo not taking care of the one-shots that they have to deal with. Marcinek on the other side. Almost gone as well. Flame and Marcinek both go down. Vasset goes down. It's now just Cat 2. This was definitely Imo's game to lose. I don't know how they lost this. They had all the advantage and camera stupid jumping thing, but RBMK has the game. Imo lost this somehow. Wow. And this was definitely Imo's game to lose. They had the upper hand in every way. They didn't need to push in. They didn't. And when they did push in, they didn't fully commit to it. It's just... We've seen them be so epic. This was... We get a tiebreak and I absolutely love this. But I'm frustrated on Imo's behalf because they should have had this. And basically RBMK just... Again, they made full use of the little mistakes that Imo made and made them punish them for them so bad. Absolutely epic gameplay by RBMK, don't get me wrong. And now RBMK is going back to 3 Street Wagons, 2 Super Conquerors, a Kranwagen and a 121B. And Imo is sticking to 2 AMX 54s, 2 Street Wagons, an LT, a Super Conqueror, and Marcinek also going for a Super Conqueror. Venu unreadying. 25 seconds left. Ooh. Tanks being switched at the last second. Marcinek now going for a Street Wagon. So 2 AMX 54s, 3 Street Wagons and 2 Super Conquerors. And let's see, tiebreaker. This is anyone's game now. Let's have a look. Who's going to take it home? RBMK focusing a bit on, well, pretty much as you would expect. A bit behind A, a bit towards B, and towards the caps closest to them in base C and D form. RBMK will have a point advantage there as they move in. Oh, no, they're actually not moving into the cap at all. Kuga being very sneaky here. She does get spotted though. Has to be careful not to get shot too much. She does get out of there. Gatsto and Venu both taking a hit. Super Conquerors versus Super Conquerors. Venu takes a bit more of a hit and a bit more. Has to find the right position to make the position work, because right now they're just HEing each other slowly but surely. Oof. They are farming each other a little bit, but at the same time Venu is losing a bit too much HP too quickly here. Timo relocating. Taking a position behind the Super Conqueror's Venu. Getting spotted. And right now not much is happening. Blind shots happening into bushes. Which makes sense, but they've already moved. Base A is well protected, they can't really go for that. We have Marcinek sneakily going across the beach, so let's follow him for a bit. Because they know that Memcola is there. In a fully loaded Kranwagen. Venu losing more HP up top. 2 full shots by the looks of it. Annoying animated effect from the guns here at the bunker. Marcinek is not pushing. Base A. There we go, they're going straight after Memcola. He's not alone, they're all spotted, but it also means that on the other side they have a big gun at disadvantage. Kuga's lost a lot of HP here. Is about to lose her life if she gets shots again. Venu and Kuga both go down. Ramio about to take a hit. Maitsu, no, he does take a hit there. Vasset goes down as well. And now we just have Timo on top there. Marcinek shooting Virulentus. That is the preferred target, but Cap 20 is not looking too healthy here. Is steadily being farmed. Emo spread out too much, losing too much HP too quickly to everyone. Timo goes down. Cat 20 goes down. Virulentus is not going to survive this, but this is RBMK's game. They've nearly got 3 bases now. Way too much HP, way too many guns. Emo not taking it home here. Ramio getting focused on right now. Marcinek being ignored. And there goes Ramio. Marcinek, the last one alive. ASD seems to have crashed. But it is to no avail for Imo. Gatsto jumps in for an extra hug. And gets the kill after. And the game. And the points are for RBMK. Very well played by RBMK here. Well absorbed. Ready for the pushes that Imo made. And then making use of the gun advantage that they had on the other side. To take out 3 guns from Imo. And let's see, is the rest known yet? Yes, they are. Everyone is known yet. Appa not winning? Appa lost to B-Love there. Aqua did win. Let's see. From rejects. Ooh, next match is Aqua versus Appa. That's also an interesting one. And last but not least, we have a raid winning from Legion 4-1. So we've got time for a few replays. So the first one that I'm going to show you is one from our birthday boy and 9-0. As said before, if you aren't sub to him, go to his channel, subscribe. And of course, also wish him a happy birthday. Let's see, a lovely game in the Batchat. Honestly, Batchat is such a lovely tank. I've actually been taking it out a little bit lately again, and because actually for the last battle pass I had to drive French lights, it was like, okay, Batchat. And it's actually really good fun. I've forgotten how much fun it is. Let's see. But yeah, and I know is a tournament streamer. He's a very OP player. Really nice guy. So definitely worthy of subs and birthday wishes. Ooh, that's not being straight on in there. So they might all be on this side. See, this is the thing. When you have matchups like we had last matchup days, I never want to talk badly of any team because, like I've said before, they are absolutely epic and they do a lot better than I ever could. Oof. That Batchet is in trouble. Batchet has no armor. But when I see some things happening, and I know that the team that we're watching is better than what we're seeing, than what's coming out, I feel frustrated. Not because they're noobing out, because they're not noobing out. It isn't like that. They're still very OP players playing as a team. But you know that they're better than what we just saw. And I just wish for better for them, because they honestly, the game that they lost on Faust there, they so deserve to win that. He's going to take the hit. Oof, nice. This is the thing. A lot of people don't do this, but when you're a very HE-able tank and they want to HE you, take it in the tracks, because that will do a lot less damage than other shots. Yeah, he kind of has to go after the Batchet, because that is a very dangerous opponent here. Just don't know where everyone else is, that's the issue. Nice. And another one. There you go. Good job. Nice. Whoa. Casual clipping. Now it's just 2 versus 4. Nice. Email 2 arriving. Death Star is somewhere in the desert near base C. Oh, he missed. That's always a good thing. Tracking wheel? Nope. Yee. Oh, nicely done. Nice is being careful, which is a good call. At the same time, if you can catch the Death Star unawares and get behind him, that's pretty much free damage then. Oof. Tracking shot, tracking shot, tracking shot, tracking shot! Ah! Yes! Nice little fire. Now he just needs to park his tank behind him because... Not sure. Okay, I think he was stuck in sniper mode, wasn't aware that his turn couldn't turn the full way and just shot, thinking that he was aimed in the right direction. Well played. Beautiful game. Wow, 2000 basic speed. That is nuts. Lovely bit of assisted damage as well. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so like I said, I have a few special replays for you. So one of the other special replays that I've got is from a fellow CC and pro player. Old School. Old School, also very OP. Great guy. And also deserves a sub on this channel while you're at it. Let's see. TVP is also one of those tanks. It is so strong, but it doesn't always work for me. And again, it's not OP in any way, as in it is juicy. It has enough weaknesses. But when you put it in the hands of a player like Old School here, the tank becomes absolutely nuts. I did this the other day. I went here and I got really stuck because I couldn't move. But the thing is that I was in a shitbone and I got absolutely murdered. Ooh, Yo arriving. Nice. There goes almost. Oof. He has to be careful there. Kinda needs to help his team. Oh, TVP, juicy. Nice. Now if the type arriving, that's also an issue. Nice tracking shot. There we go. Thing is, when you're in a clipper, don't let them know you're actually out. Try and reload. Without it being obvious that you're reloading. Yeah, that was about to hurt. Honestly, Batchat is just really lovely. I actually like the tier 9 better than the tier 10 often. And if you're struggling with the tier 9 Batchat, switch to the 4 shotgun. Because honestly, it may sound very weird, but it is glorious and it can work so well. Nice. But yeah, basically the 4 shotgun on the Batchat tier 9 has better pen. And not in all ways, but it has better premo pen. So it can struggle less with doing damage. And that's something that is very much worth it. See, he's up against 4 now. Ooh, if you can, that would be grand if you can clip him. Nice. Look at that. See, this is the thing though, he has to reload for such a long time. That's so tricky. Yes, yes, he wants to. Just keep him there and he can clip him. $4k damage so far. Now he's in a Colorado situation. Not sure where the E3, I think, is. But if it was AFK, it would have been spotted by now. That's an issue. But this is the thing. Like, if you're in this situation, driving a tank as juicy as this, versus the tanks that you're left against, you would not be very confident. And in my opinion, that is where the pro player stuff comes in. think they're all in the base there. Oof. That was not... Ooh, he is blind shooting the bush that he's in. There we go, that's the Yo. Also spotted. They don't know where he's at. They think that he's still on that side. He needs to make sure this bends. Nice. But the E4 is there as well, and that's an issue. So he needs to somehow get the base decapped. There he is. E3, sorry. I'm a noob. Oh my god! Well done. 35 HP left, oh my god. No pressure. I actually had one more very epic replay to show you, but I'm not sure that we're going to have time for that. Beautiful. Oh my god. Look at this. Not sure where he's going. Probably trying to get to safety. How OP is he though? Like seriously. Now he kind of has to guess where he's gone, and that's the thing. He has to be very careful about it, because he's basically, if he sneezed on him, he would have been dead. But he didn't take the shot. Nah! Oh my god. Nice, what a game. That is absolutely nuts. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous. Insane game. Come on. There you go. Absolutely insane. Wow, what a game. Okay, we might have time. I am going to try it. And then maybe just wait a minute longer. I'm always sort of like assuming that a game is 7 minutes long. I mean, we don't have a lot of waiting time loading in, that's good. But yeah, this is another fantastic guy. Also community contributor. He streams in Italian and English. And he's a fantastic guy. So again, drop him a sub. This is something I'm gonna basically... This is my plugging other channels moment here. Manu is absolutely lovely. Really nice, good friend. A very nice guy. Now I know the result of this game, and I'm really, really curious how all that's going to happen. He's being very, very forwards. Oof. Very juicy SU. Nice, that's a good start. See, the thing is, I know that this tank can be so, so strong. Nice. Adrenaline activated. Well done. Hey Tim. And everyone else, of course. I haven't seen Tim around for a while. Nice, he does take a hit for that. Thing is, when they drop down like that, they rarely ever hit you, so that's always a good thing. Ammo rack damage, that also helps. A nice little bit of a bounce there. Shooting him in the face, T30 of course. That does pack a wallop. Thing is, in this case, it's in his best interest to let him come just a little bit. And then just use his gun to do that. See, that's the thing where you can basically block someone's shot. That's what I meant with the top thing on the T30, where as to why you need to mind your head a bit more when you're driving one. Nice. Look at the damage he's done though. Absolutely nuts. Beautiful. Honestly, old school, that game was absolutely insane. Yeah, you kind of had no... double fire. Beautiful. War game, 6.5k damage in tier 8. That is insane. But honestly, you were absolutely epic there. And see, this is exactly what I always like showing ace replays, but when I show ace replays of pro players or fellow CC and friends like this, absolutely love it. Just makes it all more special. So yeah, now we're going to wait for a room invite, which should be up in about a minute and a half. I'm exactly the same. I don't go for draws if there's any chance of my actually winning, so I would have taken the chance, but holy poop, what it... Pfft, insane game. Let's see. Not much we can talk about a little bit about this raiding challenge, which is always nice. You can get like this little attachment. For me, I'm mainly doing it for the kit coins, to be honest, because kit coins get tank stuff, which is necessary. And of course, you got the container, which also had the raiding thingy. Ooh, that's an old one, isn't it? Oh, that's the old honey. Oh, I like that. I need that. I want that one. Okay, so I might be playing raiders a bit for the containers then. Because this is another one, I think. That's raiding fighter. Oh, hello. There we go. This looks a bit dull compared to the other camo. But yeah, I will want the camo that is in that crate, so I will probably be playing raiders for that. Thing is, like, on this account, obviously not, but... I also like this. I'd like this as a background. I like the avatar as well. I think this is better than the Steam one that has Ouija rather than the logo. And it just, it's not really legible. Honestly, games like the three that I just shown, it's just beautiful. I rarely have games like that, and it's just beautiful to watch. So yeah, this is always a bit boring part, waiting until I can actually go into the room and we can look at the teams and everything. Legion seems to be struggling a little bit, so I'm really curious to see how they perform and how they play. Because I've seen them in the qualifiers, and they were legends. And of course you have the rating thingy as well. The battle pass thingy, I mean. There's apparently... there was a survey on the official Discord server where they were like, what do you think about the lore of the season? I'm like, lore? Was there lore? For me, it was just like sort of like Art Deco, steampunk kind of era. And yes, as you progress through these seasons, you kind of see that you go from like everything is beautiful and new to everything is being vandalized and broken and destroyed. But I wouldn't really call it lore. Eggy, Nikeni Otsu, boop boop. That has been the thing at one point where people were back in early tour streaming days, people would take the Keniotsu to salute me. And I really like that. Because at the time it was one of my most played tanks, and I'm still not sure if it was just a salute or half an insult, because I do like the Seal Club. And back in the day I did more than I didn't do now, but still, when the game is a bit stressful, I just like to drop down to the low tiers and just have fun with it rather than taking it seriously. But I'm never quite sure if it's meant as a salute or an insult, but either way, I'll take it as a salute and I'm enjoying it. Oh god, old school. I can't wait. I'm gonna watch that tomorrow when we wait for the results of the other teams. Honestly, it's just... I don't know. I'm a small fry when it comes to sub numbers and all of that. I just really love streaming tours. And I always feel privileged with the fact that I'm allowed to do this. And I've been doing this now for nearly 7 years. That is a long, long time. And I've been streaming pretty much every single season. And in the beginning there was only one, and then there were 2 per year. And then there were 4 per year. And I've streamed every single one. I've not always streamed as much, but I've streamed every single one. And I'm still quite proud of that. I'm not saying I'm a pro. I'm not saying I'm a favorite. I'm not saying I do fantastically. But I really enjoy doing it. And I really enjoy being able to do it. And I just love seeing these guys give it their all and just being absolutely phenomenal at the game. It's honestly, this is the kind of thing, and I actually get quite emotional when talking about it. When you follow these people for this long and you see all the amazing things that they do, it's amazing. They've grown so much, not just in age and everything, but just overall. So yeah, quickly to the case. Legion is taking 3 Street Wagons, 2 AMX 54s, an IS-4 and an LT. And the RBMK is going for 2 Street Wagons, 3 AMX 54s, a mouse and a 121B. But yeah, basically some of these players, like Eggy, has been around since the very first season. And yes, he's not always been around for all the season. Whoopsie has been around a lot more. And there's like these names that have been there for years. And they're known names and known clan tags and known epicness, really. And I remember when I first got to know... oh dear. I'm not sure. Legion wanting people to unmute. XOF losing a little bit of HP. Oh my god. Legion is having troll moments in the chat. That is not boding well. Whoops and Eggy now capping together. At least they're not shooting each other right now. XOF has lost quite a bit of HP here. But yeah, I can reminisce a lot about the good old days. And it wasn't always all good. I know some of these players in a way that I wouldn't. But at the same time, they've matured. And I've had apologies. And they've just, like I said, they've grown so much, not just in player skill and team skill, but also just in maturity and everything. They've matured. Because when I got to know them first, they were like 14, 15 years old and stuff. And they're now just all mature people. And that just really makes me feel old. Flame getting spotted as he crosses over there. There's not much happening right now, so I can reminisce. They're trying to get Tony Kava, who's using his rock expertly. Whoopsie has lost a little bit of HP. Memcola again trying for the cap, again getting reset. Gatsto losing a bit more HP there. Eggy. Oof. Nice shot by Dakudas there. Eggy there as well, trying to get the decap in. He does not get the decap in. But they slow. Oof, nice shot by Dakudas there. They're slowly but surely farming him. And we have Stella now arriving behind him, making it harder to decap that base. They need more guns. And they are still getting reset, but Stellar is basically making sure that they can get that base. They need to do nice decap here. Well done. Memcola taking more hits. Legion actually being, wow, that uncapping action, which is honestly awesome. Saboteur putting back a little bit. XOF rotating. And RBMK has no choice but to just let go of the base. Tony Kava now losing a bit of HP. Has to be a bit more careful now that they're putting out of base B. Oh, he is in danger. No, back, not forwards. Fidulentus. And now he's a goner. There's no chance. He has no chance to survive, make his time, as goes the old meme. There he goes. Aggie has arrived there as well. Has to be careful now. Gatsto. Slowly but surely. Base C now being capped. Which gives RBMK a 2-gun advantage on this side. And they're trying to get the low HP targets out of the way. Saboteur is still getting shots in there. Artyom and Whoopsie putting back. This is the, they can't really afford to lose their lives more. Whoopsie moving in to try and save Artyom, and Artyom goes down. So does Eggy. Postovleni goes down as well. Whoopsie hightailing it out of there. Stella losing a lot of HP very quickly. Whoopsie not looking too healthy. He is getting farmed as well. He shoots back into Brain before he goes down. Base A is being kept. It is 3 versus 6. They need to take out the mouse. They need to take him out fast. He goes down. Base B is being kept. Dakudas goes down. Whoa, XOF, they're actually literally blocking each other. And XOF loses his life because of that, followed by Saboteur. But this was Legion's game, honestly. But this all started with basically a lone eyes for pushing forwards instead of pulling back. And getting rushed because of it. Losing his life because of it. There's nothing he could do there. But I think if he pulled back more, he would have had more support and he might have survived longer. But yeah. Now just catching up with the chat a little bit. No, that is lovely. Honestly, didn't know that, Tim. That is so sweet. No. Thank you, good Fuffles. Chat is making me all feel warm inside. This is a super thing. Life has not exactly been easy the last couple of, well, let's say years. So that really means a lot to me, and I am actually getting emotional again. Which is stupid, because I shouldn't be, because it's a stupid game. But yeah, I love it. Lots of memories here. Both with the players and the teams and tours as a whole and everything. You guys rock. So yeah, for the second game on Alperstadt, Legion is getting ready with 3 street wagons, an LT, an IS-4 and 2 AMX-54s. Versus 3 street wagons, a 121B, a 777 and... Q1. There we go. A Kranwagen and an AMX-54. There we go. We'll get there eventually. Artyom and Stony with them. I have a feeling, I'm not sure if they're all on voice. See, that's the thing when you play pros. It is so important to be able to communicate on voice properly together. XOF going for a spawning bush. Being very careful. Virulentus takes a bit of a hit there. So does Gutstow, who stayed spotted a little bit longer now. XOF takes a shot as well. XOF takes a bit more damage there. He is staying around. Base A now being kept. At the back we have Artyom moving to get base C. But RBMK will have a point advantage here. They also have an HP advantage of very little, to be honest. Memcola taking a bit of a hit. See, the thing is, with him there, it's going to be near impossible for them to cap base B. And that's, of course, the goal here. Whoopsie and Eggy holding together. Saboteur taking it as he crosses over. Stella just waiting there for anyone to cross over there. We got a bit of a stalemate game-ish. They can't really do much. The Gunko for base B. Base A is obviously unreachable. Postlovleni losing a little bit of HP there. Virulentus is overlooking their spawn to make sure that no one is getting rushed. Artyom losing a bit of HP there. So they know that there's players there. They're just not sure exactly where. Artyom waiting for a spot to drop before moving back in. Dagidas. Not quite capping. They know that there's someone there. Virulentus crossing to get closer. Tonikawa asking if they mean to get base B. Artyom says no. Dakidas takes a bit of a hit. They are playing it very, very slowly and carefully here. Memcola is back there again. So they can't safely cap the base. And this is the thing. It's very, very stalemate here. But RBMK has the point advantage by 20 points. So it will be up to Legion to make a move at some point. Now he's despotted. And now he's spotted again. They know that they're getting spotted easily from across there. Gutstone making it impossible for them to get things done. This is the thing, as soon as they move, Gutstone is spotting them again. Now I have Saboteur arriving as well. And Tonikawa is pre-aimed. If Memkola were to ever show his face there, he would get shot. Now Saboteur moving around. Dakidos again got spotted. Saboteur is moving back. Nearing 800 points. Ooh, that's dangerous. That is very dangerous. They want to push Memkola. But he is not without support. Artyom now moving in. Artyom being a primary target, arriving too soon for the push. And goes down instantly. 900 points now for RBMK. Legion waiting too long. Dakidos shooting the rock, also not helping. They needed to take him out quickly and it's taking too long. And RBMK is just all there. Saboteur very low on HP. Dakidos gets taken out. Tonikawa now. This was misjudgment from Legion, but also waiting too long to make a move here. And the game is for RBMK and there's nothing they can do about it. Brutal game. And this is the thing, they were pushing together, but they weren't waiting until they were all at the same point of the push. So Artyom moving in was meant to be, but not that fast without support. And all the guns were just gunning, aiming at him then. And basically RBMK did not leave Memkola without support. They were all there. And it's not all over yet. We are moving on to a different map. Different map. Mind reset, basically. And we have RBMK with 4 street wagons, an AMX-50B, a 777 and an LT. Ooh, XOF going in the grill. We see Whoopsie in the LT, street wagon IS-4. 40 seconds left before they... Ooh, Eggy in the Jaeger. That's an interesting choice. Especially when you already have a TD in your team. 263. Still TD. Maybe not. There's still... Whoopsies gets moved out. We see an E6. A grill. An E4. No, street wagon. 2 street wagons. Nice for an STB. Nick, you're... Oh my god, move yourself back in. Ready up. Don't do this. Come on, move in. Oh my god, Nick. How dare you? And here we go. A grill, an IS-4, an STB, 2 street wagons, an LT and an E6. What an interesting lineup this is. Very non-meta. Dakidos playing quite forwards here. Eggy just going, guys, shoot them, okay? If you didn't just take shots, and he goes, good. Ooh, that he did pay for that. But they also know that there's a camper there. Ferdinand is getting shot more. Oh, Saboteur arriving perfectly there. And there goes Virulentus. Legion getting a gun advantage early on. With a beautiful E6 there. Honestly, one of my favorite tanks in the game. Absolutely love it. Not OP at all. Just works really nice with the way that I prefer to play. And Legion has a gun advantage because they have a gun advantage. A point advantage because they have a gun advantage. I'll find words eventually. Eggy losing a bit of HP there. Postovleni being the preferred target. Cheeky little shots there. Saboteur losing a bit of HP. Postovleni losing more HP. Brain also being targeted. RBMK is regrouping. Making their way back. Flame loses HP. Base B now being kept. Dakidus losing quite a bit of HP. Memcola losing HP. They're trying to get Saboteur. But he is not alone. Memcola crossing over, losing HP quickly. Stella. It is mayhem, honestly. Eggy going after Postravleni. Flame not looking too healthy. Flame actually catching the shot for Eggy there, but Eggy still goes down. There goes Postravleni. Stella, very unhealthy looking. Artyom. No, it's actually Dakidas from the middle of the desert that takes him out. Flame now being chased. Saboteur. And it's Dakidas again, stealing all the kills from the desert here. 800 points, Brain the last one alive, and it is Nick that takes him out. Barely made it into the game. Well played here, guys. This is the Legion that we know and love. Beautifully done. And look at the damage spread as well. XOF getting all the shots in. Dakidas and Artyom stealing all the kills. Well done. And now we get ready for the second game on Oasis Bombs. Legion taking an LT, a Streetwagen, an IS-4, an STB, another Streetwagen, an E6 and a grill. Versus two 777s, 4 Streetwagens and a 121B. Honestly, that first bit is... I need to send that to Toyin. She always wants the funny tour moments. And Eggy saying to shoot them, and then he getting Virulentus getting shot, and Eggy going, "Good, it's just perfection." 32 seconds left to go. And then we will see what happens this game. Can Legion continue this? Honestly, I legit hope so. Because when they sync up like that, and it just works out like we saw last battle, those are just beautiful battles. And here we go. Let's see. And now we have RBMK going on fours into the desert. Which is of course what Whoopsie hopes to spot here. Because they kind of need to know that. And he's just like, yeah, let's not be there. Not in the predictable spot in any case. Memcola also getting spotted. Gutsto taking a bit of a hit. Whoopsie shooting Memcola. They're both spotted though. Postov Leni taking a bit of a hit. Whoopsie rotating around. Eggy still holding. Flame rotating back as well. At the same time, you see Dakidas heading towards base A, but this is the thing. He's not quite going for it. Waiting for Whoopsie to arrive there as well. They're close. Eggy going, guys, shoot them again. He's not going for B. But Eggy told you to shoot them, so you should shoot them. Artyom is spotted. But they don't know how many people are there. Flame is there as well. They're not going for the base. They don't know Whoopsie is there as well. Now they do. He takes a hit for it. Virulentus is back there as well. They're not even going for the base. All of RBMK is pulling back towards town. So they kind of just need to not be there anymore. Artyom. Oh, does get tracked but manages to not get murdered. And Brain is basically the odd one out. Memcola losing quite a bit of HP. Eggy holding. Flame is there. Artyom is in between a rock and a hard place. Legion is ready for this. They just need to be careful to not lose too much HP too quickly. Artyom is in a tricky position. Will be the primary attack, but they miss a few shots here. Oof! That is an ammo rack. That is a gun disadvantage here. Eggy now being pushed. Legion is right there. Brain goes down. Eggy is not long for this world. Will go down on the next reload. But look at the HP that has been bled. Legion has almost a double HP advantage here. Stella looking very unhealthy. XOF is pulling back. Postravleni getting tracked by Artyom here. The man of the ammo rack. Flame goes down. There goes Stella. Postravleni very low on HP. Tonikawa will have him on the reload. No, never mind, he does not. But Artyom gets him. God still gets taken out by fire. Now it's just Memcola who gets taken out by XOF. And beautiful. What a game. What a game. Keep it coming. Just like this. Beautiful. Random. Chaotic. But beautiful. And Legion is ready for the... This is kind of like... I'm not sure that they actually... They were hoping to take out 2 tanks. 1 or 2 tanks at base A. And then when all of RBMK just rotated around there, they're just like, let's just pull back. And then RBMK just pushed straight on into their strength. Beautiful. I love it. It's kind of like, it's a trap. No, it's a reverse trap. Ah, oh, fantastic. One minute left. We're moving on to another map. We're going to Fort Despair. And we see Legion taking... Ooh, a 113 and a Death Star, because why not? 3 Steves, an IS-4, a 113, a Death Star, and potentially an AMX 54. Versus 2 777s, 4 Street Wagons, and a Badger. And now we see Dakidas in the 6CTP. And 2 113s instead of a Death Star. Or maybe not. It's a 268-4. Because why not? And here we go. Countdown clock has begun. Let's see what they make of this. Let's see. Saboteur sporting that gorgeous legendary camo. Dakadas being Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh my god, the banter, guys. Legion focusing on the B and A side, as is RBMK. Bunch of weirdos. Whoopsie taking a bit of a hit there. Saboteur and Eggy. Saboteur has not even been spotted. Whoopsie in a precarious position here. Tonikawa got set on fire. And now we have... Look at it. They're just ignoring the guys next to them to shoot Virulentus. He is almost gone. There he goes. And they kind of have to push on. Brain is not looking too healthy either. He is being focused on as well. And he goes down as well. Gutsto. Now being the preferred target. Dakidas has gone down. Arnold Schwarzenegger could not withstand the Terminator. Tonikawa now holding in the middle. Memcola losing a lot of HP very, very quickly. XOF, I want to see this. Ooh, got tracked. He's in danger. Tonikawa, Flame both go down. XOF. Off. Brutal murder here. And now we have Stellar and Polstrov Laney. Versus 5. Saboteur losing a bit of HP here. Yeah, all they need is for you to tell them to shoot them in the beginning of the battle, Eggy. Saboteur getting murdered by Eggy here. Because he basically kept him from pulling back. But 3 versus 1. XOF does not get the kill. It is Whoopsie that takes home the kill while on fire. Oh my god, these guys. And what games are these guys? Honestly, fantastic. Arnold Schwarzenegger not getting hit in there. But he was basically the one to hold while the rest was pushing. And now for the second game on the Fort Despair, we see Legion taking 3 Street Wagons, an IS-4, a 60GP, a 113 and a 268-4. And RBMK is bringing out those AMXs again. Birthday boy. Spotted. And there we go. 4 AMX 54s. No, sorry. 3 AMX 54s, 2 Steves and 2 Object 777s. Legion up 4 potential match point if they win this next game. Then they get the point for this matchup. And let's see if they can bring it home. XOF unreadying. With 18 seconds left to go. It's a thing they do, isn't it? There we go. All ready again. And here we go. let's have a look. Legion sticking together. Not going for the corner. Whoopsie going for the middle. Eggy proclaiming he's a genius. He's an egg though. First shots have been fired. Virulentus, Postravleni and XOF losing a bit of HP there. Base B being kept. Lots of fire lines happening. Not that much damage being done just yet. XOF needs to be careful. ASD is going around. Eggy arriving and getting shot at. Stella is still there as well. Brain losing a lot of HP. Stella being focused on as well. XOF facing off versus ASD. Tonikawa now moving around. No, they do want Stella. ASD losing a lot of HP very quickly. Stella being kept behind the rock. XOF again landing a big shot. Big hit into Virulentus. XOF not looking too healthy now. Does get taken out first. Postravleni has a grand total of 11 HP left, 71 for Stella. They do need to take out the tank. Eggy gets set on fire and murdered. Stella and Postravleni both got taken out. Guns wise it is even. Tonikawa is in danger. They need to get those kills in. They need to get those kills in. Look at the amount of low HP targets. Flame, Virulentus and Tonikawa both all go down at around the same time. There goes Brain. 2 versus 1 versus 4. And Legion takes home their first point in the second round robin. And I couldn't be more proud. You guys are absolutely nuts. And I have to thank you for the funniest round robin I've ever seen. The banter in the chat, the tank choices, the way that this has worked, it's been absolutely nuts, honestly. But you guys are awesome. Thank you for that. That was glorious. And look at that though. Look at Whoopsie just Nick carrying the game here. Aggie got set on fire. And died. Honestly though, this has been a great matchup. And again, RBMK has been absolutely phenomenal. We've seen them be insanely good before as well. Legion was just weird, but amazing. Weird in all the right ways. Making it work. Taking it home here. Getting their first point in the second round robin. And like I said, I'm proud. Fantastically done. All the points are known. B-Love won their match versus Raid. Ooh, they have Aquan tomorrow, so that's also interesting to see. Appa won versus Aqua. And then we have Rejects. Winning versus Immo. So these are all the points right now as they are. Of course, we don't see the point of Legion yet, but they do have one. So that means that B-Love now has 8 points. Appa has 11. Aqua has 10. Rejects has 7. Raid has 5. RBMK has 5. Immo has 3. And Legion has 3 as well. Oh, I love it. This has been a really fun night, honestly. Full of nostalgia, bit of emotional stuff and everything. But honestly, glorious. So yeah, thank you RBMK and Immo and especially Legion for those amazing matches tonight. This was great fun. So yeah, that's it for me. I will be back tomorrow to stream the last round. Not sure who I'm going to be streaming yet, but it's going to be great fun. And for now, I wish you all a very good evening. Have a lovely time, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night.